Alright guys, welcome back. It's been a while since I showed you guys a Duelingbook replay. But I don't know, I just felt like grinding Duelingbook this past few days. And I've been on Master Duel, so that's quite different from the TCG. It's like best of ones. This is like, okay, this is like the TCG. One of the best simulators to practice and get a general idea of how to build your deck, right? And this game is gonna be freaking hilarious. So, let me just first let's get started with this. So I lose die roll, right? I lose die roll, and look, at this point I'm like, okay, he opened a Brave Engine, he bought adventure stuff, right? My hand's not that. I mean, it's good. If I went first, it'd be amazing, right? Because I stop the Ash, and then I stop Impervailer. Or because it plays past. If they buy early and then negate this, then I special Kali going to go off. That's playing past 200 reps. But I'm going second, so I'm already like I need to draw into droplet if I want anything to stick. Because at this point I'm like, okay, well, what plays Brave? Almost everything plays Brave right now. So I was like Prank Kids, based any Hulk deck. And then he just starts making all these other plays with punks. And I was like, I mean, I guess it's another way to just go for Hulk. It's a one card Hulk, right? It's basically, that's the whole intent. But then I see a Lord, right? I see a Gordon Lord. He's playing Eldritch. I was like, okay, what the heck? And I was like, wait, he didn't set the artifact. So I was like, how the heck is he going to? I was like, oh, okay. And the more I was kind of like thinking about it, I was like, oh, that's how he's going to do. He's going to trigger this guy. And then trigger this guy, right? Because this guy says, when an effect of another card that on the field is activated, quick effect, you can set one artifact monster from your hand or deck to your spell and trap card zone. That's a spell. But destroy it during your opponent's next end phase. During your opponent's turn, the card is destroyed. Okay, so basically, he's going to trigger Hulk, and then he's going to trigger the artifact. I was like... So I was like, maybe I can clip, like maybe I was trying to be sneaky about it. I was like, let me special this, summon this, try to go for Herald, and then just threaten the Herald with the Griffin, and I called by the Scythe. But he did not fall for it. He's like, no, I'm just try to go for it. Just trigger that, sets that, activates that, pops that, and I go that, he negates. I was like, okay, well, fair enough. Okay, what can I do with that? And then up in my hand, I'm like, this sounds pretty good. I mean, it is combo. It's the same scenario as you would have playing past 200 reps, because like depending if they ash the converter or not, because this is like one of the best I guess ashable cards, So there's one interaction there, potential interaction, and then I can just go summon this, target this, they Impervailer prematurely, and then if they do, then I specially going to go off. So I try to like prompt a response, and he doesn't bite. So then all this is resolving, and then I'm like, okay, I mean, it resolves. Typically there, you would normally bring a junk, but for whatever reason, I guess he just went like really fast. He clicked the OK button really fast, so I was like, before I got to choose, and so I was like, okay, I'll just bring back Cyber Secret. So that was a little bit of a sly move on my part. So I go for this play, just try to get stuff going, because no matter what, I still have the Ozzy play if I get it brewed. And then when I get to this point, I just try to get to a librarian, just to get some draws, because I have droplets in here. I have droplets, and I have Twin Twisters. I cited in the reboot with Dusters, so I want to be able to just in case it just says 5, I want to be able to just have something for that, and not just have him crack my board with like flipping floodgates, So that's the whole point of me trying to get that sequence going, to get librarian up and to draw. I get to the Gravity Collapse, which is nice, because that stops the combo aspect of his deck. So I see like 3 Dawnwalkers, that's insane. Go for the Omega, and then I want to make a Chaos Ruler. It sucks because I generally would like to put Herald up top, but given the situation, I wasn't able to, so it's okay though. And I draw this Strudo to finish off my board. I was like, oh, look at this board, it's insane. So he top decks the Ash, like, okay. I mean, no matter what, he wouldn't have been up to the speed anyways. I mean, this is what I meant. Like, he would have just probably Ash the Converter search, and that wouldn't have helped. So look at his hand. Okay, so his hand is Ash, these two. I'm not sure if he plays 1 and 1 or he plays 2 and 2. But if he plays 1 and 1, he's kind of like not doing so great. He has Curse Allen. He can't do the Lord Send, so because he can't send for Graveyard. He has Adventure Stuff, but I'm gonna have to negate that because that bypasses this in a way, because you can somehow bounce, you know, and yeah, that's kind of like the only thing I can see how they crack wall opening up this, because they can go activate and then somehow, like, I don't know, like just bounce the back row and then try to deal with your set that he sets, and I think he's trying to like play off that he has droplets, you know. Okay, that's fine. I'll just negate that. That's fine. That's fine. Like, can't do anything. Like, can't do anything. Like, what do you do? Like, what do you do with? So then I go in second. I look at my hand and I'm like, okay, I got one piece of the puzzle. I got one piece of the puzzle here. Cause like this is full combo. This is amazing. As long as he doesn't have Scythe, or as long as he opens up, like if he opens like a floodgate or something, okay, I'm in trouble. But other than that, I don't know. It just seems like I should be okay, but it's kind of hard not to have these deck open up what is required to end up finishing up their board, right? And especially in 60 card deck. So I was like, I mean, I guess. So he opens the combo. At this point, I feel like all hope is lost. And at this point, this is where I started doing the ritual. I was like, please give me droplets. Please give me droplets. Like droplets or double evenly. But even then, like, because double evenly lets me survive because it just gets rid of everything, you know? Gets rid of everything. It gets rid of everything, right? And he gets to keep the token, and it gives me another turn, you know? Because like one thing he could do is like activate the Scarlet and give him like a Hakuero Conquistador +1 unknown trap, because he'll draw for turn, you know? Because I'll just pass. But yeah, that was like my only hope. I was like, I need to draw into those things, right? So then I'm like, okay, let's go. I draw it. I freaking draw it. Because this guy got so cocky, he just flashed the damn scythe. He just flashed it. He just like, I have the scythe. That, you know, it doesn't matter. I was like, oh my god. And I was just like, please give me droplets, please. And then I just freaking drew it. It was like, it gets kind of scary sometimes. Because like, you're like thinking to yourself like, okay, I joke about this, but this is kind of scary because it's actually coming true. It's insane. It's funny how it's just insane. And then he goes, I go end of main phase 1, and he goes, okay, I'll just activate Crystal Hockey Pyrex. And then I was debating whether to negate this or that, but then I was like, if he has a way to chain like the trap, like he'll just chain the trap and then chain that, then I lose regardless, because he gets what he wants, right? So I let it go through, and this is where I was like the same thing. I was like, it would require me to discard more cards if I let it get to that point, you know, because I'll be forced to negate 3 things, because this one popped the back row already fulfilled that purpose, and then he'll go, okay, I'll negate Scythe and this, but then he still has this, so he'll have a Baron, you know. So it's like, it made it kind of weird, so I needed to negate it here. See, negate 2. And this is where I was like, should I have discarded this instead? Because I could have just gone summon this, search Illumination, and do the speeder play that way. Whereas this play was risky as this is risky. Because like, what if I missed? Like, what if I don't need anything? I was like, oh, I think I made a mistake. Like, I shouldn't have discarded that. I should have discarded Dawnwalker. Like, you know, like looking back at it, I was like, yeah, I should have done that. So this is what I meant. If I top deck a double evenly, he would have this engraved, and then he would still have the token, and he would top deck another card, so he would have 2 cards to his name. You know what I mean? So like, you know, I'll take like 2k to the face, but that wouldn't be that much of an issue. And it's where he thinks like, oh, okay, I'll keep that. And he plays. Oh, he forgot to put his face down, but he plays this punk card as well. Oh, okay, fair enough. So then I look at his hand, I'm like, I think it's over. It's over, but this is where I meant, like, I was talking about, like, if I miss off this ruler mill, I just lose. So when I hit this, I was like, please Please hit things. I hit a jester, hit a doppel, hit any dark monster, even a junk at the best case scenario. And I hit it, and I hit the junk, and I was like, oh my god. And look what he sends me a message. He sends me a message like, what are you talking about, man? Oh my god, that was wild.